Now there is something that we and everyone else are on and cannot deny its existence.
Soil. Some of your soil. They said Mother Earth or other things because they thought that it was a sustenance giver. Now let's think about it this way. Our pilgrim has a land of 10 acres. This Haji. He will plant an apple and a grape in this field. Pain has things to do first. First of all, the Pain will go and have a look at this field. He will analyze the field to see if apples, grapes, from this field will come to me in good health. Once he's done that, he'll go and buy seeds. Even after taking the seed, Haji, I will have some friends to dig that ground, and he will dig that ground. He dug the ground and sowed the seed. Now the pilgrim has one more thing to do. To wait. Will patiently wait. Waited. A year or 6 months passed. While the pilgrim is waiting, the secret is solved right here. Because we just said that the soil will be able to give these fruits on pilgrimage in a healthy way. Well, could there be other things behind the soil curtain in does that will bear these fruits? Now let's look at the ground. The land is a people who are unconscious, powerless, unable to even self-sufficient. We can explain it scientifically as follows. Soil scientifically occurs as a result of natural alloying in rocks. Soil in a nutshell. That is, his mind, his consciousness, his power, his power. A land without knowledge of power will give us delicious fruits. It doesn't seem mind-blowing. For the land that can't afford anything. Look, this is very important. Maybe millions of lives were wasted for the land that can't do anything. And for this cause, brother and sister blood feuds broke out. Was it worth it? If one could look through this window, realizes that none of this is worth it. Now, if we come to our subject again, the soil will bear fruit, and these fruits will be exactly according to my mouth. Will make and even surpassed me. This fruit will suit the pilgrim's mouth. I passed the pilgrim. It will suit someone else's taste. I passed people. Even animals. He will adjust it to suit your taste. An unconscious, knowledgeless, powerless land. Do you think he has the power to do this? Now, if we've changed our perspective a bit so far, let's go back to pain. As a reward for the attitude of waiting for the pilgrim, we started to pick the fruits in his field. He hired a few workers to collect the fruits. The pilgrim is in good spirits. There's nothing to say about it. Because he got the results he wanted. But this is the point that I do not understand. Same element, same seeds, but different flavors. You left 2 seeds under the ground, and these 2 seeds came out as grapes and apples without mixing them. It's very strange, don't you think? In other words, in order to be able to separate them, it has to be a factory, I don't know how many acres, or to be a magnificent person, a magnificent power. If you say, there are factories under this soil that can, you're left. And I say to you that every year there are earthquakes of I don't know how big. These earthquakes do not harm these factories at all. But what do we do in this situation? Or what are we trying to do? Since we cannot see the curtain behind the curtain, we look at the land and the boss as sustenance. However, those who are not able to do anything, whose hands cannot reach anything. How can these beings be ours and the entire universe in a single moment? It doesn't seem mind-blowing. What are we doing? Like Abu Jahl. We say that there is a God. But if I want sustenance, I go to this idol. If I want a cure for my illness, I will go to this idol and go to this idol with my wife, children, and families. Just like Abu Jahl. We do not deny the existence of a God. But all the attributes of Allah to the boss, the land. We are spreading it to various areas such as hospitals. If we think like this, that is, if we turn the attributes of Allah into idols, when we die, we will be treated just like Abu Jahl. If we do not want to be treated like Abu Jahl, it is imperative that we learn. And if we think about it, grapes and apples each have a different mold. Each grape in that bunch of grapes has a different pattern. In order for this soil to give these patterns, there must be different factories for each grape under that ground. Unfortunately, this is not in our minds because it is illogical. If we continue to believe and live like this, as I just said, he will be treated like an Abu Jahl. If we are lazy and try to live without knowledge, we will be treated like Abu Jahl. If we don't want to be like that, we must learn. May Allah protect us from this heedlessness. Keep it. May Allah not leave us without knowledge. And may He grant a good death and life, whether he is living or dying. Ameen, Ameen, Ameen.